Warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for recording. I was about to just start recording. So I will read the mission and vision statement at this time. Thank you. Who we are. Kingdom Financial Institute is a financial literacy school dedicated to empowering and equipping first-generation wealth builders with the knowledge, skills, and tools essential for the purpose of building, preserving, and transferring wealth to the next generation. Our mission is to equip and empower first-generation wealth builders with the knowledge, skills, and tools they need to build, preserve, and transfer wealth based on biblical principles. And through our financial literacy and wealth building coaching, we aim to educate, empower, support, and inspire first-generation wealth builders. Our vision is to be a beacon of financial enlightenment and empowerment for the first generation wealth builders. We aspire to see individuals and families rise above financial challenges, prosper in their endeavors, and pass down their wealth to future generations. We envision a community of financially literate and prosperous individuals who embrace biblical principles, enabling them to navigate the complexities of the financial world while leaving a lasting legacy of financial security and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, that is who we are as Kingdom Financial Institute. So feel welcome as you continue learning more about us. And if you need more information about us, reach out to us. We'll leave the contact at the end of the session. And you can also check us out at kingdomfinancialinstitute.com online. I have one announcement. Our real estate class is still on. So we have an exclusive real estate class at the end of this month. That's going to run for 4 days from the 29th of April to the 2nd of May. So kindly make sure you register for the class because it's an exclusive class and is not available to the general if you don't register. So we'll be sharing the link as well at the end of the session, so stick around till the end so that you can get the link to register for the real estate class. And the title is How to Invest in Real Estate Without Owning Property. All right, at this time, I'd like to invite the founder of Kingdom Financial Institute to start the session. And before that, I'd like to give you a brief of who he is for those who don't know him. So I will read a short paragraph about him. Right, so Coach Isaac Kubvoruno is a seasoned financial literacy consultant and wealth building coach with over 23 years of entrepreneurial success. And he's driven by the biblical mandate to create generational wealth, as exemplified by Proverbs 13:22 that says that a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Coach Isaac is also the visionary behind Kingdom Business Academy, which is an institution that offers Bible-based business coaching, leadership development, and entrepreneurial guidance. Coach Isaac's holistic approach and profound understanding of the intersection of faith and finance make him a sought-after speaker, coach, and mentor dedicated to helping others achieve financial success and leave a legacy. Please help me welcome Coach Isaac as he takes over for the session. Welcome, Coach Isaac.
Thank you very much, Coach Lucy, for the introduction and also for leading us. Thank you for what you do behind the scenes in Kingdom Financial Institute and also for other endeavors that we do. You are a blessing to us, and we keep trusting and believing God for you that He will do marvelous things in your life. Thank you so much for your consistency and for your commitment to empowering others. Welcome, everybody. We want to thank God for yet another day that we will learn a lot of things about how to build, how to preserve, and how to transfer wealth to the next generation. Thank you. In this moment, Coach Lucy has already invited you to please invite somebody while you are listening right now. If a name comes to mind, please send them a short message, including the link that you used to join us here. You can save somebody's financial future just by inviting them. We want to thank God again for your consistency and also for your commitment to your own personal growth and development. If there is a thing that God has blessed humanity with, it is our unlimited potential for growth. Let me repeat that. If ever there is anything that excites me in my life, is my personal unlimited potential for growth. What it means is that who I am today, I'm not stuck, right? I have the capacity to improve myself. And that capacity of improvement is unlimited. I can grow every day, every year, every month, without limit for as long as I live. That is an exciting thought. And we have the capacity to grow in every area of our lives. Everything that we are given by God has the potential to be utilized to its utmost. Your brain can increase its capacity. The skills that you are given by God can be expanded, can be improved, can be enhanced. I mean, everything that God has given you, you can enhance it. So today we are learning on ways that you can increase your income. We are going to talk about ways to increase your income. Remember what we said before. If you were not here before, please visit our YouTube channel and listen to or watch the video about income, your greatest wealth building tool. That is very important because it is impossible to talk about investing and saving if you do not have an income. Income is your greatest source or tool that you use for wealth building, wealth preservation, and the passing of wealth to the next generation. If you do not have income, you are unable to do the things that we're talking about. So I encourage you to listen to this. It's part 2 of that. We talked about the importance of having multiple sources of residual income. Today, we are actually giving you examples of those. So please listen carefully, take some notes, but also do your due diligence as we continue to do this. So I want you to listen very carefully because this here has the capacity to change your life and change it, dramatically in a magnificent way. So I will delve into that. We will be slow and deliberate. There's no need to rush. So I'll give you time to take notes. But number one now, we're not talking of the ways of building income yet. But the most important thing that we have to understand when we talk about building income sources or establishing income sources is that you need to, first of all, build your self capacity to do all these things by investing in yourself. Investing in yourself is the first thing that you need to do before we even talk about the many ways. Actually, we're going to talk about 25 ways to build your income, right? 25 ways of supplementing your income. 25 ways of adding on to the income that you already have. But the foundation for that is that you must build in you the capacity to do that by investing in yourself. Part of that investment in yourself is what you are doing today. Sitting down and listening, learning the principles of wealth building. Wealth builders know some things that those that are unable to build wealth do not know. Knowledge is the differentiator or the lack of it. The people we meet who are financially secure, they know something about wealth building and they implement those things. So we are saying that the first thing that you have to understand is that I must build the capacity to build wealth by investing in myself, in the acquisition of knowledge. You have to invest in yourself. And remember the question that I always ask, if you were a stock, would you invest in you? If you were a stock, would you invest you? And answering that question, if you have to answer it honestly, if the answer is no, then you have to invest in yourself, right? By submitting yourself to somebody who not only knows, but also who practices the same principles they teach. It's one thing to know. It's completely another to practice the principles. And I never submit myself to coaches or consultants who only have a bookish knowledge about finances, yet their life does not show that they are following the same principles, right? So in today's dynamic economy, the concept of financial stability must extend beyond traditional employment. And you are going to hear this idea for as long as I shall live, right? Non-traditional. Today we are talking about non-traditional employment opportunities, right? The majority of the people in the world, they are in the traditional employment, where they are an employee, right? And they're earning a paycheck. That's the traditional. But I am pushing you beyond that. But I'm not saying that quit your job today. Please, please, please hear me and hear me loudly. I don't advocate for the quitting of your job before you build capacity in you to do that. One of the most irresponsible things that I've heard people talk about is a quit your job and then build your income. Many have destroyed their capacity because of doing that. I don't advocate for that. I advocate that you keep your job and improve yourself within the job and get as much money and income from your job as possible, as at the same time as you build more income opportunities. You will only, well, the only time I will agree with the idea of quitting your job is when you have 3 or 4 multiple sources of income, each one of them being able to replace your current income. Before that happens, it's never a good idea. As long as you have the potential to keep making money and building your capacity, a time is coming when you can actually quit your job and do that. Again, as a Christian financial literacy coach, I have met people that have destroyed their lives by doing the exact thing that we are discouraging: quitting your job too early, prematurely quitting your job. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. So this principle aligns not only with practical financial wisdom, but with biblical teachings of stewardship and diligence. And next week, we're going to talk more and expound more on this. We are going to have 2 sessions on this one. This is very, very important, very important. Right? You have, the goal is that, or the expectation is that your financial goals. What are your financial goals for this year, for next year, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, for the next 15? What about retirement? What are your financial goals? Right? If you don't have those, please, as soon as we are done with this, please have some financial goals, because where there's no goal, nothing pushes you to do the extraordinary work that you need to do to achieve those goals. Retirement is coming. Old age is coming. There are many other things that are coming our way. Our children are coming. They need to be sent to school. And preparation is the key word. Are you ready for that should it come? Now, those that are wise, they prepare for all those life events. Those that are foolish, wait until the rain falls for them to do the things that they needed to be done a while ago. So we are going to explore various avenues of supplementing income. So number one, we say that you as an individual, you invest in you, in the acquisition of knowledge about financial literacy. Be financially literate, that even if you were to engage a financial advisor, you can actually have a candid intellectual conversation with them. And when they send you a monthly statement of your profile, you should be able to read and ask questions, say, hey, I don't see in my investment, I don't see REITs. Why don't I have REITs in my, can I have a quarter of my portfolio in REITs? The day that you show your advisor that you actually know what you're talking about, they manage your portfolio differently in everything, even with doctors, right? When you go to a doctor and you are knowledgeable about health, they treat you differently. The moment they realize that you know, knowledge is power, but also knowledge that is understood is powerful, is more powerful. So here are the 25 ways to supplement your income. 25 ways of supplementing your income. Right. Number one is freelancing. Right. You are an expert in an area. Right. You may be a graphic designer. Right. You may be a writer. You may be a mechanic. You may be a programmer. You may be an accountant. You may be a consultant. You may be a teacher. You may be a police officer. you can maximize your expertise and turn your expertise into income, right? There are people out there who need your service. So if you are a marketer for a company somewhere, right, you can help your family and friends and coworkers and other people who may be needing your service. Or you can advertise to strangers your service. There are platforms online that where you can go and list yourself and create a portfolio there and advertise yourself as an expert in the area where you are serving right now and become a freelancer, right? Example, a freelance writer. You can provide content creation services for websites and blogs and many people on who are creating content, but who may not be writers. So you can actually be a freelance writer, right? If you are gifted with the ability to create websites or apps or many other things that you could be, you can provide that as a service and actually earn income. If you can create logos and branding materials or illustrations as a graphic designer, right? So what we're saying is that you ask yourself, what are my skills today? What are my skills? How can I turn that? How can I monetize my skills in the arena of freelancing? Right. That's number one. Number two is starting an online business. The world has become a village. Gone are the times when you could only provide service in your own hometown. Today, you can provide your service globally, right? For me, as a Christian marriage coach, and also as a Christian financial literacy consultant and coach, I coach people from all over the world. Nothing limits me because the website is accessible to people all over. So you can start an online business. Gone are the days where you require to have a brick and mortar store. Even in selling physical products, you don't have to have a physical store. While it may be beneficial for the people that are in the local market, but people are running away. They're shifting from going to a brick and mortar store to shopping online. That's why when you go to malls today, the malls are no longer frequented as they used to a couple of years ago. So you can sell physical products. You can do drop shipping. You can sell products without holding inventory. You can sell digital products like ebooks, like courses, like photography. You can do that online without ever meeting your customers physically or having a physical store. You can create an Amazon store and order things from online sources or online wholesalers and sell them online. Many people have become financially free by implementing such simple things. Like I said, very simple thing. Source a product somewhere, either a physical product or a digital product that people need. Understand human need. Remember what we said. Every business that is successful is fulfilling a human need. And if those needs are basic or primary, you will always make money. Find a product that people need, or find a product that solves problems. And if it is a genuine product that solves problems, people will buy. You don't have to create something new. While being creative is good, but while you are starting, you don't have to spend much money. You just have to identify a product, whether it's a physical product or a digital product that is in demand. How do you know it's in demand? Probably you like it and your friends like it, and people are talking about it. Then find a source for it where you can buy it on wholesale and sell it retail with a markup. People are earning upwards of 30, 40, 50, 60% by just being able to identify a product like that. Right. So I said, number one, what do you need to do? We said, number one, freelancing. Number two, starting an online business. Right. Number three, renting out a room or property on platforms like Airbnb. Many people have supplemented their income by renting a room, not the entire house, a room, just a room. Right. $80 a night, $50 a night. And you are surprised that in a month, you have 12 or 15 nights that is booked, 10 nights booked. Imagine if you have even $50 a room per night, right? 10 times, that's $500 that you did not have. Imagine putting aside in an investment portfolio $500 every month. That is a game changer. So figure out if you have property. What I've seen in the majority of cases that we like so much room, yet we don't utilize the room. Right. So why not rent out the rooms that you are not using every day? Simple as all that. You don't create anything. You don't buy anything. There's already a bed in that bedroom. There's already a lampstand. That's all somebody needs to spend a night or two. You're done. If you have a second house, or if you are able to actually rent a house, sometimes you don't have to own the property to make the money, which Coach Lucy was talking about. We have an exclusive class on that. Non-traditional real estate investment opportunities, where you don't have to own the property, but you can actually utilize somebody else's property to make a lot of money. There are ways to do that. Number four, driving for a ride-sharing service like Uber or Lyft or DoorDash and many other things. As simple as all that. For example, DoorDash. The beauty of DoorDash is that you don't deal with people in your car. So there's no risk, like we have heard of Uber and Lyft, where you are sometimes, it has happened so many times that somebody orders a Lyft and they have some mental issues. They end up attacking you, but not with services like DoorDash, where in other cities you can even do without a car. There's a video on YouTube where there's a guy who runs with the food on food. He's running, delivering food. Imagine that. And just imagine, for every delivery, you are getting a minimum of about around $3 to above $20, $30 a delivery. You're just driving, picking up the food from the store, or from the grocery, or from the restaurant, and delivering it at home. Imagine you are alone in the car. You are listening to audiobooks and many other things while you are doing that, instead of just sitting at home. People earn upwards of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month just delivering food and putting that money in investment portfolios. Incredible, right? But if you can do also Lyft and Uber, you can make money on that. We live in a different time of economy. There are people also who are renting. For example, many people think that to become a professional cargo driver, you need a CDL license. There are many opportunities for you to make $8,000 to $10,000 a week driving a box truck. Imagine, a box truck is that truck like a U-Haul. You can make upwards of $8,000, $10,000 a week just driving that, picking cargo from one business to the other, and you control how far you want to go. Just that. Imagine $10,000 a week. At the end of the month, $40,000 in 1 month. There are people who are doing that. Imagine how that can change your life. You don't have to have a passenger in your car, in your truck, just you alone and doing that. I know couples that do that. With a box truck, not a semi-truck, a box truck that you can park at the end of the day, park in your driveway and wake up tomorrow and do that. Right. And you don't have to pay it cash. There are companies that will allow you to lease those vehicles. Lease them. Right. You pay $1,000 a week for it and you earn $10,000. Is it worth it? Yes, it's worth it. You don't need a CD or license. The license, driver's license that you have, you can actually utilize that to do that. Driving. Don't underestimate it. It can make a big difference. You can also drive and deliver medical stuff. Medical stuff. It's one of the most lucrative that you don't even need a truck. Your vehicle, your own personal vehicle, you can use that to do that. We have to be creative in this economy. There are people who are engineers, nurses, big jobs, who have quit their jobs to do what I'm talking about. Because number one, there's flexibility, right? If you are driving for DoorDash, right, and you have kids that are in school, you just turn off, right, and then you go and deliver and take your kids from school, take them home, cook them a meal, and then you're done, you go back. Some actually do the work with their kids. Very flexible. You wake up when you want to. You go home when you want to. You can set your own goals, right? Or you can do it after work. Remember what I said. There are 24 hours in a day. 8 hours for your normal job, your traditional job. 8 hours for sleep. What do you do with the other 8 hours? This is what you can do that we are. So what it means that you can, after your regular job, you can actually go out there and make extra money. And you just give yourself a target per day. You can say today, every day I want to just make $100. Imagine if you did that for 5 days, that's $500. And then you take that money, you invest it regularly, you invest. Imagine doing that for 5 years. It's a game changer. People just go home, sit, and start watching TV, right? They utilize that the extra 8 hours they are given to do so many other things. They just sit down and watch TV and do other things that are not important, right? So you don't have to expend all the 8 hours in that. You can actually just take out 4 hours or 2 hours or 3 hours out of that and actually create income. All right, let's move. Number 5, participating in market research or online surveys. There are people who actually believe that online surveys are not legit. It depends on where you sign up. There are so many surveys or focus groups or product testings that actually will pay you a good amount just by answering a few questions in the comfort of your home, right? You have to keep searching until you find the right ones. Like I said, in the next, we're going to give you some examples of that in the next one. But there are things you can do in the comfort of your home that surveys, like I said, answering questions from focus groups and product testing, and even a mystery shopper. There are companies that want you to go in these grocery stores and be a mystery shopper. They'll pay you money for shopping. They'll give you the money to shop and then report your experiences to them. They need that feedback, and you can actually do that. Imagine getting paid for shopping. And then the product that you shop, you keep. That's so crazy. You keep, they are yours. You can utilize them. You can also do one thing that I forgot about driving is you can actually do grocery shopping for people that are unable or who are busy to do grocery shopping. Imagine you go to Walmart, you shop for them, and then you deliver the grocery, and they pay you for it. There are opportunities like that, right? Number 6, offering tutoring or teaching services in a subject that you excel in, right? This is very important. Like all of us, there's that one subject that we are just competent in. There are people who will pay you to tutor them in that language. Online, imagine. You don't have to go anywhere. In the comfort of your home, you can start a tutoring service in the subject of your expertise. There are people who are willing to pay you either for themselves or for their children. All you need to do is set up a professional way to interact with them. For example, setting up a website where they can book sessions with you, and everything is explained on that website, and there's a button for them to book and pay for your services. You'll be surprised at how many people are looking for expertise and are willing to pay you in a particular subject area that you're actually competent in, including math, science, English, music, just depending on your skill, or computer programming, or language. Imagine that. You can actually provide interpretation services for language, for companies, for individuals, for lawyers. The list is endless, right? Number 7, monetizing hobbies and creative skills through platforms like Etsy, right? They allow you as an individual to sell your handmade or unique products or artwork or vintage items online. Right. This is a great way to turn your hobbies into sources of income, not only locally, but globally. Etsy is accessed globally. Right. You can also do that on eBay. Imagine that. eBay. It's still popular. People are still buying and selling things through eBay. And do you know that the majority of items that are sold on eBay are actually purchased from garage sales and yard sales? There are people whose work every day is to drive around, right now in the spring and summer, going around buying things from yard sales and also garage sales and selling them online for double, triple the price. Because when people are getting rid of the things, they don't care how much they get. It's a way of getting rid of things. You can buy things of value. There are people who have purchased heirlooms worth hundreds of thousands from garage sales. Imagine that. You can do that. Right. Number 8, providing pet sitting or dog walking services. I mean, this is crazy. There are people who will pay you hundreds of dollars to pet sit or to dog walk while they're at work. You go there, while they're there, they introduce you to the dog. The dog knows you now, and then you go there during the day, or they will bring the dog to you before they go to work. And then all you do is walk the dog for a few minutes, bring it home, you feed it, that's all. And they'll pay you more than babysitting per hour. I know people that earn $25, $30 an hour just keeping a dog, somebody's dog. Imagine that. Pet sitting. It's a billion-dollar industry. People are looking for caregivers for their dogs and cats. And you can advertise that service. Hey, I will walk your dog. I will keep your dog. I will sit your dog for $20 an hour. And they are willing to give you that much. Some say, come to our home and take care of the pet from our home. I know of a guy who does that on a routine in a neighborhood. He takes care of more than 25 dogs in a neighborhood. He just goes round and around and letting them out and walking them, bring them back in the house, making sure they have water, they have something to eat, and then he goes to the next one. Just that. And he's paid a lot of money for doing that. Or even dog grooming. Number 9, right, creating and selling digital courses and webinars, right? If you are an expert in a particular area of interest, you can create a digital course or a webinar, right, that you can teach live or pre-recorded video, right? Usually live sells more than pre-recorded in terms of the value, right? So you can arrange topics for business skills like personal development and post those courses online, and then people pay you for that. Number 10, renting out equipment or tools you own, your own tools. There are platforms online that allows you to rent tools camping gear, photography equipment, and even party supplies. There are platforms online that will allow you to do that. So you list all the tools that you have and the equipment that you have, and people in your area, catchment area, they will rent it to, and that information comes to you, and then the person comes to your home, they pick up that tool, and they bring it, the tool themselves, not you. They come and pick it up, they bring it back. One tool will buy itself like 20 times. You buy the tool once, but the tool brings a lot of money over and over again, right? Again, tools, camping gears, photography equipment, even live audio equipment, whatever you have in your home, you can actually rent it out for an hour or two, right? Number 11, participating in affiliate programs or affiliate marketing programs. These days, there are so many. Almost every company that sells a product or a service, they have an affiliate program where they will pay you for bringing traffic to them. Affiliate marketing programs involve promoting products and services, either online or in person, right? Through a link, and you post it wherever you want on social media or through emails. And whoever, or you can create a blog and then post your blog on social media. As long as your blog has credible information that people like, they'll always visit your blog. And when they visit, there are links there on the blog where you're offering services. And whenever somebody clicks on there and signs up, you get a commission for that. And we will give you in the next class, we'll give you some of those platforms, share with you some of those platforms. Number 12 is offering virtual assistant services to businesses and entrepreneurs. Virtual assistant. Instead of you being a virtual assistant to one company, you can provide that service to many others. You become they are either the administrative assistant or the technical assistant or creative support remotely, right? Tasks can include email management, data entry, social media management, right? Where you can answer questions from their Instagram, or because they don't have time to do that, can manage their social media, right? 13. Remember, we're talking about ways to supplement your income. Investing in dividend-paying stocks or peer-to-peer lending platforms. Investing in dividend-paying stocks is a very good thing. We talked about it. If you have money sitting somewhere where it's not earning above, I would say 5%. If you have money somewhere where it's not earning more than 5%, then you have to be creative and invest in vehicles, financial vehicles that actually can give you more than 10%, 15%, 16%. Those are legit opportunities for you to do that. That now, every quarter or every month brings you dividends, right? And that can be a source of income to you. Number 14, renting out your car through platforms. There are platforms that allows you to rent your personal car. Let's say you have a car, but you can be mobile without it, right? So you can actually rent it out. just like those big rentals platforms like Avis or Budget or many other enterprise. You can do the same. There are platforms that allow you to do that. All you do is,
Exactly.
Coach Fanny, you are not muted. So what you can do is that you just find a place to park your vehicle, right? And then whoever wants it, they will come there, they'll pick it up, and they go. Or you can actually go there if it's an airport. Once they book, they tell you the time, you can drive there, and they can get in the car and they go wherever they want to go. And then you take an Uber home. They'll keep the car maybe for a week at probably $70 a day, and they go for 10 days. That's $700 coming into your pocket. I know of people that now have fleets of vehicles by just doing that. An easy source of income. Your personal vehicle. You can actually go to work using public transportation while your vehicle is making money. It's possible for you to do that. Right. Number 15, offering home organization or decluttering services. If you are someone who is able and who are gifted in organizing, you can make a lot of money going into people's homes, helping them declutter, depending on your availability. Imagine if you can only have 4 hours a day and you go into somebody and you charge, for example, $100 an hour to declutter. That's actually normal. They charge between $60 and $125 to do that. You go in there, if you spend 5 hours and you are charging $100 an hour, that's $500 in 5 hours, and you live. And what have you done? You have only helped them declutter their home or organize their home. That is, if you have the organization skill. If you're one of those people who likes just to see things organized, you leave that place happy and fulfilled because you have organized somebody's home, you have decluttered their home, you have optimized their living space, but you have peace of mind doing that, and then you come back with a paycheck, right? Providing, number 16, providing meal prep or becoming a personal chef for people that are busy. If you are gifted in cooking and you love cooking, you can turn that expertise into a business, right? Where you provide meal preparation for people. There are people who are now aware that they need to eat right, but they don't know how to do it. You can create a business on that, where you are providing that. You prepare the meals at your home, you put them in a warm bag that keeps things warm. You drop off the food, and you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You keep adding clients until you cannot do that anymore. You can turn that into a business, right? Number 17, renting out storage space in your home or garage. In the United States, there are platforms that allow you to rent your garage or your garages or your one room in your house just to store somebody's stuff. Imagine that. You're not dealing with anybody. They just bring their stuff, fill that room, you close it and you lock it, and you make money month after month after month after month. A garage, you can do that. Number 18, offering gardening or landscaping services in your community. If you enjoy gardening, you are an expert in gardening, or you just enjoy working outdoors and making your hands dirty, there are people with yards that need your service. This could be like lawn mowing and planting and weeding and landscaping. If that is your passion, you can turn that into a residual income. Month after month, you get paid for doing the things that you love, right? And then we talked about participating in focus groups or online panels. Companies often have or conduct what we call focus groups or paid online panels to gather feedback on products and services or marketing campaigns. By participating in these activities, you can earn extra money, either online or in person. Right? Do I need to talk about creating or monetizing your blog or YouTube channel, vlogging or blogging? There are now people who are now becoming millionaires by just blogging or vlogging. Nothing special that they do. There are people who just share their day-to-day life, from what they do from the time they wake up until they sleep. Simple as all that. You know, we live at a time where people are looking for entertainment. That's all. And somebody will watch you cooking and cleaning your house and driving around and doing your chores. Somebody's watching, following you everywhere. And doing that, you're making money in the process. As long as you are creative enough to make engaging content, then people will be following you. Just what you. There are people that I've seen, all they do is in the morning while they're preparing their faces, making up their faces to go to work, and they go live. And every morning people watch that person making up. I mean, imagine that. Something that you already do. You can actually earn money from it. All right. Providing handyman services. It's another thing. If you are able to fix things, you can fix things for payment, and people will pay you for that. In the interest of time, we will stop here. Like I said, this is just part one. We're going to talk about more next week, where we give you in details the names of some of these places and things that you can do. Over to you, Coach Lucy.
Thank you, Coach Isaac, for the eye-opening ideas. We're grateful for you. At this moment, I'd like to welcome questions. We can take 2 or 3 questions. So if you have a question, kindly type it in the chat or unmute yourself. Ask to be unmuted, and I'll unmute you and you can ask your question. For starters, I'm seeing Denise had asked a question saying, how can we find companies for medical deliveries?
Wonderful. Thank you, Denise, for such a question. I have a list of them. There are not too many, but I have a list of them. And we are going to share them next week. So we will share with you. We won't be able to share all of the 25, but we're going to select those that are more lucrative, those that pay more than others, those that are very, very, very good, that you can start now and start making money. I will share with you next week. Thank you so much, Denise, for such a question.
Thank you. Do we have any other questions? Feel free to type it in the chat. We also respond to questions beyond the live sessions. So feel free to send us an email at kingdomfinancialinstitute@gmail.com. Right, seems like we do not have any other questions. I have one announcement. I am posting a link to our exclusive class that's going to be happening this month from the 29th of April to the 2nd of May. And it's titled How to Invest in Real Estate Without Owning Property. Again, it's an exclusive class. So make sure you register so that you benefit from the class. And we'll see you on the 29th of April to the 2nd of May. We also encourage you to check us out on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel called Kingdom Financial Institute where we post all the recordings. We encourage you to rewatch these live sessions again on YouTube so that you get a better understanding and catch up if you came in late or somewhere you didn't understand. So check out our YouTube platform, like, subscribe, share, and I believe more people who are not able to join because of maybe their time zone can benefit. So if you're not able to invite someone live, just share the link with them, our YouTube link. Again, Kingdom Financial Institute on YouTube. We have come to the end of this session. Again, thank you all for joining. I would love to recognize our visitors. We love visitors, but we usually hope that it will not be your first and last time. So I'd like to welcome Cerisa. I'm not sure if I said your name well, but Cerisa Brown, you are very welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you invited her, please type in the chat. If not, Cerisa, kindly let us know how you learned about Kingdom Financial Institute, and we'll be glad to hear from you. You can type in the chat, or if you invited her, just type in the chat. We love to know how you heard about us and get any feedback from our guests. All right, as we await that, I will wind up with a word of prayer. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Master, we come before you this evening. Thank you for the wonderful session that we just had. Thank you for every soul gathered here tonight. Everybody who has set apart their time, King of Glory, to come and learn and be empowered for the betterment of their lives. May their efforts never go to waste, King of Glory, and soon the fruits of this investment shall start being seen and their lives will never be the same again, King of Glory. Thank you for all their dreams and all their plans and their goals. May you help them to attain them, King of Glory, and they will share testimonies of your doing, and the investment will not go to waste. Thank you for every family represented here. May you be with each one of them, guide them and protect them, and meet them all at their points of need. As we disperse, may you keep us until we meet again next week. In Jesus' name I pray, believe and trusting. Amen. I have been your host, Coach Lucy. It's always a pleasure to see all of you and have you for this meeting. Most of you have become very consistent. I would like to say a big thank you for your consistency. We know that you will reap the fruit, the seed that you're currently sowing, and keep inviting people so that they may benefit as well. So don't benefit alone. Keep inviting people. We will see you next week, same time, same place. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. A special thanks to Mercy, all the way from Malawi. I think it's like 2 a.m. where she is. Thank you so much, Mercy. And also Timothy, all the way from Kenya. And I think it's almost the same time as you, probably 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. It's your commitment. Yeah, it's beyond explanation, but we praise God for you, your desire for knowledge and equipping. May God bless you for that. 4 a.m. Timothy says it's 4 a.m. in Kenya. Imagine that.
Wow.
4 a.m. Wow. May God bless you, brother. May God bless you. Mercy.